Let's make Italian Hangover Cake, the cake that Dave famously discovered while doing a pizza review. I don't think even he was ready to hand out such a massive score to a dessert.
That's a 9-4.
After some trial and error, I attempted this using a super moist bundt cake recipe, as well as other clues I got from various sources around the interwebs. The big thing is this boozy syrup concoction that covers the cake after it's out of the oven. So for the syrup, I'm going to combine 1.5 cups of water, 1 cup of sugar, and 1/4 cup each of amaretto, vodka, as well as Grand Marnier. Bring this up to a boil and bring the heat down to a simmer for a few minutes, just to make sure the sugar's fully incorporated. Now I'm going to let this fully cool down while I work on the batter for the cake. The dry ingredients is 3 cups of cake flour with 1 tablespoon of baking powder along with 2 teaspoons of baking soda. I'm going to set that aside and combine 3/4 cup of milk with 3 tablespoons of Grand Marnier and the juice from an orange. In my mixing bowl, I'm going to add 1 3/4 cups of sugar as well as the zest from that orange I used. Now add 1 cup of softened butter and mix, occasionally scraping down the sides, of course. Mix until it's light and fluffy, which is when I'm going to add 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil. To this, I'm going to gradually work in 4 large eggs, just 1 at a time, so make sure each one's incorporated before you add the next one. Here's where I just kind of stagger my wet and dry ingredients. I start with about 1/3 of the flour mixture, followed by half the milk mixture. Wait for that to come together, and then just keep doing that over and over until it's fully incorporated. I like to finish by hand because the spatula is the ultimate way to go, just making sure everything's well mixed. Once this is all mixed together, throw it into a well-greased bundt pan. This will go at 350 for about 50 to 55 minutes, or until a knife comes out clean. Now just let the cake hang out for at least an hour to cool before we tackle the acupuncture portion of the recipe. Generously poke holes all along the top of the cake so we can make sure our boozy syrup gets down in there. It may seem like you've got too much liquid, but trust me, you'll want to use all of it. If you've been patient in letting the cake cool, your cake should look way better than mine because I only waited a half hour. This still tasted amazing. For the full video, come over to my YouTube channel. Who knows, you might find your next favorite recipe. This is Kitchen Serious.